I'm telling you, man, this has been a blast. I can't believe I've been able to share it with you guys. But look, guys, the pile is getting bigger. We're out here making real bread. Come on now. I used to be able to put this in my hand when we first started. This is the most organic, realest shit ever. I'm telling you, man, this YouTube channel is going up. We're all going up together. Share the pics with people. Make sure you put your money on the people I'm telling you to, because I'm making bread every week. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Turkey Day. Let's go. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I cannot believe that we are already in week 13 of the NFL season. It's crazy how this flies by, but I wanted to give you guys, this is the Thanksgiving Turkey Day special. Typically, I don't handicap every single game on a given day, but we wanted to give you guys something to do, some money to make while you're hanging out with your family and friends and, you know, just having a good Thanksgiving day. So we wanted to make it a little better by providing some of the advice that we've been giving over the past few months on NFL and NCAA football. But obviously, the NFL has owned Thanksgiving forever. Turkey Day is all about NFL football. So let's get into it, man. I'm getting a lot of feedback, which is fantastic. You guys can please comment or send us an email, give us feedback. But the one thing that I was talking to a bunch of guys about, people have basically told me that before they were taking my advice, they were hitting about 1 out of every 3 bets. So every 3 games, they would win 1 and lose 2. Obviously, that's not a recipe for success financially, right? And they said since they've been following me, it's been 2 and 1. So for every 3 games, 2 wins and 1 loss. So obviously, people are making money. So am I. Look at this bankroll, baby. I'm up $40K I got last week. I'm up $175,000 over this unprecedented heater over the past 7 weeks. And now my season total is at $290,000, guys. So I'm telling you, listen to the plays. Let's get after it. Turkey Day, baby. Gobble. Let's gobble. Get the apps ready, get the turkey in the oven. You need 14 different ovens. We got 3 different games going. Let's go. Okay, so the first game, guys, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's insane. The Detroit Lions have been playing football on Thanksgiving since 1934, right? So this team having a Thanksgiving Day game in the city of Detroit has always been a situation. Obviously, the Lions have been atrocious over the past few years. No offense to any Lions fans. You guys know what I'm talking about. But this year's a little bit different, right? The Lions are real. Like, now we're at Thanksgiving, so we really know who's cut out for this and who's not. We know what teams are going to be around when the weather starts getting cold, baby. So the Lions, this is a huge game. It's a divisional game. Both of these teams are going to be making late playoff runs. Both really have Super Bowl potential. You have the Lions playing the Packers. Now, the first time these guys met since they're divisional opponents, the first time they played in Green Bay took that game, okay? So we know through doing this for years and years, through betting, it's very difficult for a division team, even if they're lopsided and one's bad and one's good. It's very difficult for a divisional team to beat a divisional opponent twice in 1 year. A lot of times they end up splitting those matchups. So obviously that Detroit is good this year, and so is Green Bay. You would think that Detroit's going to win this game, but to me, that's a flip of a coin, and I like to have better odds than that. Okay, so I'm going to look at the total for the Detroit Lions versus the Packers game. Here's some stats for you, okay? The Packers defense is averaging 23.9 points per game. The Lions defense is averaging 21 points per game, okay? So that puts the total, based on their season averages, their total at about 44, and the total that's being dangled out right now is 48.9. It opened at 49. It's down to 48.5. So they're to me they're trying to get money in on the over, because overs are historically, the public loves the over, and we all know the public typically loses when it comes to sports betting. So we like to be on the sharp side of things. That's what's gotten us paid throughout this season and forever since I've been doing this. So I'm looking at the total. Let's again think about this, okay? Based on the stats, this game should be at around a 44 total number. Now, also, this is an interesting day because, yes, it's the Thanksgiving Day games, but they're also on Thursday. And we have a lot of experience, statistics, and knowledge about Thursday night games from Thursday Night Football. Thursday night games will typically be low scoring because the teams just have a short week, so they don't really get to develop any type of extensive offensive game plan. Okay, so Thursday night games are typically low scoring. This game, stats wise, really the total should be around 44. You can get it to 49. So for me, the value here is definitely on the under. So the first play of the Detroit Lions versus the Packers, the early game on Turkey Day, baby, we're going under 49. Get that money. Let's move on to the second game. This is an interesting matchup, okay? We got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, again, historically have always held Thanksgiving Day game in the city. So, but this is crazy. Kansas City is in a must-win situation every single game. They just to make the playoffs at this point. I personally think that a lot of people think that the Dallas Cowboys are in a position here to knock off and upset the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not one of those people, okay? The Kansas City Chiefs haven't covered 4 weeks in a row. The Chiefs haven't covered 4 weeks in a row. The Dallas Cowboys defense is atrocious. I feel like they give up 40 points a week every single week. The Chiefs are due for a W. The Cowboys are overvalued right now because they beat the Eagles last week, right? But the Eagles were due for a loss. They won 4 games in a row to all playoff teams. So the Eagles lost that game. The Cowboys didn't win that game. But now they're getting a little bit too much value in Vegas. So for me, I'm telling you, I think the Cowboys defense gets absolutely torched this week. Kansas City Chiefs, this is going to be a laugher. Beat down City. Kansas City Chiefs lay the field goal. Kansas City Chiefs -3 is the play. Gucci, I'm telling you, come back here and tell me what you bought with your winnings, okay? Because this is going to be easy. All right, so the last game is interesting because the Ravens, let's look at Ravens Bengals just to be clear. So that's the last game. It's in Baltimore. To me, Lamar Jackson is the most overrated quarterback in the entire NFL. This guy cannot seem to get out of his own way. He can't get a big W. They're not even good. I mean, if the division wasn't so bad, I would say they might not make the playoffs. But that division is so terrible that they might even win the division. But the Baltimore Ravens have no business laying a touchdown to any team in the league. I don't care. I don't care who you are. The Baltimore Ravens stink. Lamar Jackson is so overrated. This guy hasn't had a good game all year. How? How are they favored by 7 points? My system has the Baltimore Ravens as they should. My system has 1 point advantage that they have, that the Ravens are 1 point better than the Bengals. 1 point. Yet Vegas and people betting on Lamar Jackson and Baltimore for some team that they might have been 3 years ago that they're not now, that is inflating this line. This is by far the best value on the board. If you're going to make a 2-unit play, this is the one. The Cincinnati Bengals plus a touchdown. If you want to get real feisty, buy the 0.5 to 7.5, and then you're gonna, because in my opinion, you might want to sprinkle the Bengals money line too, because at a -7 spread, there's going to be serious value in the money line, and I see no reason why the Bengals can't win this game outright. So for me, guys, it's Bengals plus 7. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on the money line just because I'm him. You know what I'm saying? But so all right, that's it, guys. That's the plays. Happy Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. We're gobbling. I got the hat on. We're outside. I mean, we're inside actually. It's Thanksgiving. But Green Bay at Detroit under 49. Kansas City Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys. Beat down City, lay to 3, easy bread. Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Way too many points. The Baltimore Ravens have no business laying a touchdown. The Baltimore Ravens shouldn't lay a touchdown against the Oregon Ducks, let alone the Cincinnati Bengals. This is an NFL football team. Cincinnati Bengals plus 7, easiest bread in the world. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Get after it. Secure the bag.